Hi, my topic for our healing tonight is protection. And I've got a number of things that I'd like to get to tonight for our protection healing. And I'll just go through them so that you have an idea ahead of time what's going to be worked on. First, I want to work on the protection of the children in the sanctuary. Then I'm going to take a look at your aura and check for wax and clean that up and create some protection for you in your aura. Then I'm going to work on protection from beings. And then what I'm going to finish up with is working on 3 of your energy tools that help you protect yourself. And that's your grounding cord, pulling in the edge of your aura, and your protection rose. So I'm going to give everybody a little quickie healing on those 3 tools too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started with a prayer to set the energy. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay. How these healings work is I look at a composite of everybody in the sanctuary, and that allows me to find something called matching pictures, which allows me to be able to clear energies in everybody's space all at once. So that's how the healing works. And I'm going to get started with the first topic tonight, which is protection for the children in the sanctuary. So what I realize is that there's a lot of protection coming from the parents, as you might imagine. So when I look at protection for the children, I'm looking more at energetic protection. I'm grounding their chakras. Basically, I'm doing what I do for the adults. So I'm grounding them, grounding their chakras, pulling the edge of their aura in close around them. Oh, I knew there was a reason why I wanted to do the kids. Got to protect them from atheist energy. There's a bunch of atheist energy in some of the kids. And the thing that's so incredible to watch is when you're working with children energetically, they change so fast. It just makes your head spin. So everything that I'm showing them, they're whip, 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 they're doing, and they're healing themselves. Some of the kids need protection from other siblings. And when I look at that, like in fighting amongst the siblings, a lot of that has to do with beings. So I'm going to give the kids a healing for their for beings. Okay, that cleared out a lot of beings. And when I move the beings out, the energy, since it's it's all children and babies, is so high and beautiful and bright. So they look bright again. I'm going to fill them in with gold and then go on to you adults. Okay. So the first thing I want to work on with you is your aura. And cumulatively, with everybody in the in my composite, the aura looks very shredded. So I want to give the aura healing first, and then we'll pull it in a little tighter and ground it in gold, ground it under our feet. But it looks shredded in places and very dark. So we want to clean that up a little. Some of you, I can tell, are fighting judgments being thrown at you. It shows in the composite where a section of people are like trying to get out from under other people's judgments. Okay, and then the other thing is a lot of noise. I can hear a lot of noise in the aura. While I'm working on this, I just wanted to remind you that your aura is part of your protection. And one of the ways that we use the aura as protection is by getting our chakras spinning correctly. And once they're spinning correctly, they emit an electric blue energy that you'll see in between the layers of the aura. And that's our natural protection energy. So I'm working on the aura to clean that up so that we'll be able to see the blue when it gets generated. Okay, one of the things that I wanted to address in the aura was whacks. So, what is a whack? A whack is when somebody throws energy at you, and they're not just tossing some energy at you, they're like hurling it at you. And the energy comes at you so hard and you resist it that it actually hits a picture in you and it splits the aura open. And I'm seeing a lot of like little chuck holes and whacks in the aura that need to be repaired. So I'm going to do that before I start pulling the edge of the aura in. we're getting some really lovely, nasty energy out. It's like a black green. So I'm very excited about that. It's coming out because it's gross. Some of that was judgment that winds up in your space. I've got Supreme Being helping me with the aura, and I'm watching the holes and the wax and the cracks in the aura get repaired. They're just sort of kneading together with gold. That looks much better. So now I'm going to ground the auras, like pull them in so that they're closer to your body, and then I'm going to tuck the bottoms in underneath your feet into your grounding cord. So as it turns out, I need to give a healing to your grounding cord first, which I was going to do later, but now I see that I need to do it now before I pull your aura in. So let's go ahead and give your grounding cord a healing. What it looks like to me is that oftentimes you'll use your grounding cord and not replace it until it's like almost unusable. I'm seeing like 75–80% of it is unusable by the time that you change your grounding cord. So that's something to keep your eye on. There are some energies in the grounding cord that aren't getting completely cleared. I see it as a purple energy, so I'm going to help you move that out. I like the picture of your grounding cord, though. It's got a nice wide opening, like a tube. And there's a really good picture about the width of it and how much energy you can release. So that's great. I'm checking to see that it goes all the way down to the center of the planet. Some of you have probably heard this story of mine about how I was walking around for 2 days like I was drunk, like not stable and off balance. And then we had an earthquake, and I realized that I wasn't grounding all the way into the center of the planet. And I'd been grounding to where the earth was shifting, and it was throwing me off. So when I look at your grounding cord, that's what I'm looking for, is does it actually go all the way to the center of the planet, halfway to China? The picture of the grounding cord gets a little bit narrow towards the center of the planet. I'm just showing you how to open that up. But that's great. That's really good. Your grounding cord's working, fully functioning, and is strong. So now I'm going to take the edge of your aura and start to pull that in around you. If you're sensitive to energy, some of you might actually feel the energy changing, and it might feel a little denser because I'm pulling everything in, so it's getting a little tighter in there. Good. All right. It's about 2 feet from the edge of your body. I'm tucking it in under your feet into your grounding cord. Good. All right. Next, I was going to work on protection for your information. Well, I can tell you that a lot of beings would love to have your information, not just your body, but your information. So I'm working on a way to clear the beings first. Okay, boy, that was taking a little while. I'm watching the tail end of the beings leave your space. Now, when it comes to beings, your best energy tools are going to be your grounding cord, of course, always be grounded, and then your tool of a protection rose. So I think I'm going to work on the protection rose right now because it is clearly something that would be of benefit to you to help you protect yourself from beings. All right. Your protection rose is very full, nice round rose, many petals on it, and it's pretty well defined. There's a lot of white energy in it, and that's unconscious energy. There are a couple of beings stuck in the protection rose, but I'll get those out. But I would say, for the most part, you have a really good picture of a protection rose, and there's a lot of power in it. I'm basically going to do a little cleanup. I'm going to take out some unconscious energy and move the beings out. Now it's starting to turn a really pretty yellow-orange. And the unconscious energy is gone. I'm picking out the beings. Oh, and I know it's a little bit in future time, so I'm going to pull your protection rose tool right back into present time. Good. There you go. And I'm gonna clear one more area, and that is your creative energy, protection for your creative energy. Well, your best protection for your creative energy is to use that secondary grounding cord that we put out in front of the abdomen so that you can ground that creative energy. That's definitely your first step of protection. Then you can have a protection rose also in front of your abdomen. One of the things that I see that goes on when you try to run your creative energy is sometimes you get whacked. So I'm going to clean out some whacks. You know, people that get lit up by your capabilities or your talents, your skill level, and those that go into competition with you. There's a milky colored energy in the creative energy that I'm trying to see what it is. That's interesting. What it looked like to me was desperation for change. And what I'm doing with your creative energy is running it up the front of your body and kind of rolling it over your head so that it covers like all of your aura. And as the creative energy is getting cleaned out, it's really starting to flow now. It kind of reminds me of the spout that we have on top of our head when we're running energy, only it's kind of like bubbling out in front of the abdomen. It's similar. Yeah, it's similar. Okay, let's see if I think I got everything done. I did. All right, let me take a look at you all and see if there's anything else that needs to be done. Going to work on the chakras. So all the chakras, I could get spinning really easily until I got to the first chakra. That's the one at the base of your spine that your grounding cord attaches to. So there's a bunch of energy, survival energy in there that I want to clean up. So where some of those chakras were really easy to get spinning for you, I can start to see some of that electric blue coming into some of the, in between some of the layers of the aura. So that did get it going in the cases where I could get them spinning properly. I'm working on getting that first chakra spinning. Just the energy in the first chakra that I've been trying to clear that's so heavy is trauma. And what I see about trauma is that it's hard for you to release that. There's some, well, the emotional connection. I'm going to work on that. Good. It's moving now. That's great. Oh, that's going to feel so much better. So I'm going to ground your sleep for tonight to protect you, and then I'm going to gather up your energy and fill you in. A lot of you have energy right at the exit of where you get out of the body to go out onto the astral at the back of the third chakra. I'm doing a quickie clean out there. So what I see is that if that space is clogged, it makes it hard for you to get out of the body and go far, which is your deep sleep. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to correct that, and now I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. Great. And I still see bits of that electric blue starting to come through in certain parts of your aura. So that's cool. All right. Oh, I better close out with a prayer. And then I'll tell you what's coming up. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this healing on protection tonight be complete. Amen. Okay. So we have one more event this month, and it's Body Beautiful, and it's the sense of smell. And then we're going to get into October, and we have some, there's actually going to be almost 2 weeks where we're not doing anything. And that I just want to tell you is because of me, I have to be out of town. And so I had to work my schedule a certain way. So after we do Body Beautiful, the next time that we get together will be October 11th, which is a Wednesday night. I'll be doing Seek and You Will Find. And then we have Female Fridays. I would tell you what it is, but I have the wrong topic on, so it's going to be a surprise. You'll have to read the mailer. But I do have a class coming up in October called Your Pocketbook, which is a really fun money class where we go and we look at the energy of our money, clean it off so that we can enjoy our money. And you are to bring your wallet, your credit cards, and your bank account or your bank card to the class. And we actually will go and heal them. So that's a really fun class. And that is going to be on Thursday, October 19th. So I think the mailers have gone out, so you can take a look at what else is coming up. I look forward to seeing you in Body Beautiful. And I want to thank you very much for joining me tonight for the protection healing. And of course, I got my eyes on you. Have a great evening tonight. And I'll see you at Body Beautiful. Bye-bye.